Hello people of the internet, I'm Preston, and this week we're going to start something new with the devlogs, meaning every other week we're going to alternate art and gameplay. So this week I'm going to start with some gameplay stuff. I'm going to show you a little preview of our new screen technology and how we're going to be rendering those and why it matters. So yeah, so we'll be alternating with next week. George will do some art, and then the week after that I'll talk about what I'm doing, and we're going to sort of go in that cycle. Maybe every once in a while doing a duel or some special ones. But cool. So now that you're caught up, I'll show you what I've been working on. So we ran into a problem with our old system for how we rendered the screens. So basically we render them to textures and then display them on the various parts of the ship. But we ran into a problem with the Unity GUI system. And it's illustrated by me scrolling. You can see how the text goes away. And basically any input sort of all flickers, and it's just not pleasant. Especially with this screen. It's basically unusable if you start scrolling around. The text just doesn't make it through for some reason, the way Unity works. So we switched to a different system. As you can see, it's not affected by this. It is crystal clear, moving perfectly. And in fact, it's now being rendered independently on the GPU, so it doesn't hog up the CPU to render every little thing on it. So it's a lot more efficient, faster, runs at the same frame rate as the game itself. A lot of cool things. And then we can also do some tricks where screens farther away render at less frame rate, where if you're not using them, they render at 30 or 15 frames per second, just to give you a little bit extra juice and a little extra power to the game, so it doesn't have to spend that time rendering them. But we got some cool new stuff. So this is going to end up being the captain's screen. This is just some test stuff I'll show you in a moment, but this is sort of what it's going to look like. It's going to give you the health of each system, and then there's going to be a little fire icon that will appear if it's on fire. But I'm just playing with it, making sure, setting them at different numbers, and this is all being read from the ship itself. I could change these numbers if I wanted to, and they would dynamically update, although they're just static right now. So I've also been playing with some other things. So this right now is set to the engineering power. So if I move that up, you can see that actually changes, works dynamically and stuff. So this is all rendered using the new system. You also notice it's sort of curved like this. I have a button here. We're also going to be introducing themes, very small little modifications to how the screens are rendered. So right now it's set to the curved theme. Like I said here, this is the square theme. The different factions will have different themes on their ships. So I think we're thinking the WD faction will have the square theme. There's also this corner theme. It might be hard to see if you're watching a low resolution, but you can sort of, there's little curves, very small little things, and you can see it changes all the stuff to the curved, and then around to the corner. And then I was just testing a button, and this just switches it back to curved. So you won't be able to switch them like this probably in the game. You may be able to override the theme, but each faction essentially will have their own theme. I like the curved one, but that's just me. So I think the Clone Union and the Fluffy Biscuit will have curved. So, but we'll make a few more and we'll play around with it. But it's just sort of fun to play around with. And yeah, so I've been busy recreating the HUD in this new system. It's still a work in progress, but I want to give you an update. And yeah, it doesn't have this weird flicker, really annoying thing. Perfectly good. Runs great. And then there might be something here. Oh, look at that. Next week, George will tell you what all that's about. So that's it for this week. I've been Preston, the programmer for Leafy Games. Have a good week. Bye.